Hello everyone, I am Prem Kumar. Welcome to Math JEE Academy. Today I am going to discuss with you very interesting IIT JEE Advanced question. You can see the function from open interval -1 to 1 to real number. G also open interval -1 to -1 to 1 defined by f of x here is modulus of 2x minus 1 plus modulus of 2x plus 1 and g of x is given to you x minus greatest integer function. Okay, so if composition is g defined from -1 to 1 open interval to real number. Okay, what they're asking actually is C is the number of points. The function composition function is not continuous, and D is the number of points in the open interval -1 to 1. F composition G is not differentiable. So your first target is to redefine the function, find the F composition G, right? So you can see the F composition G for is open interval -1 to 1 to real number, right? So you can see G is what actually the domain you have to take from -1 to 1. Okay, so let us take another page. Let us discuss this quickly. So first f of x, what is given to you? So modulus of 2x minus 1, modulus of 2x minus 1 plus modulus of 2x plus 1, right? Okay, fine. So how to redefine the functions? You already know that mod x definition, right? So the breaking point here is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 by 2. Here 2x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus 1 by 2. This is the breaking point. You can break it minus 1 by 2 here, plus 1 by 2. Okay, you have to check less than minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, more than 1 by 2, right? Okay, let's check the first case. If x is less than minus 1 by 2, you have to check two things. One is 2x minus 1 is less than 0 or greater than 0. Same way 2x plus 1 is greater than 0 or less than 0, right? So now you have to multiply 2 both sides. 2x is less than minus 1. Add 1 on both sides. 2x plus 1 is less than 0. If you add minus 1 on both sides, 2x minus 1 also less than 0. Clear? Okay. So in this case, how to define the f of x? You can see 2x minus 1 is negative and 2x plus 1 also negative. So how to define, if x is less than 0, mod x how to define? Minus x, right? The same way 2x minus 1 is negative means mod 2x minus 1 how to write? Minus of 2x minus 1. So 2x plus 1 is negative. So plus minus of 2x minus 1, right? So you can simplify this 1 minus 2x, here minus 2x, you know that this is plus 1, right? This is plus 1, right? Yes. So minus 2x minus 1. Then plus 1 minus 1 cancel, this is minus 4x. When x is less than minus 1 by 2, the f of x defined by minus 4x, right? Okay, let's take another case. What is the second one? You can see if you check the case, x is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2, you can check it. So in this case, you have to check 2x minus 1. So for that, you need to multiply 2. So what will get? Minus 1 is less than 2x is less than 1, right? So we need 2x minus 1, add minus 1. So then what will get? So if you add minus 1 means definitely you will get 2x minus 1 is less than 0. If you add 1 both side here, 2x plus 1 will be positive, okay, is greater than 0. Then how to define f of x? So 2x minus 1 is negative means you can see minus of 2x minus 1, you can write 1 minus 2x, right? Plus, this is positive, so mod 2x plus 1 is the same, right? So 2x plus 1, right? So you can say minus 2x plus 2x cancel, you will get 2. So when x is minus 2 to minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, the f of x defined by 2. Okay, next third case you can check quickly. Suppose x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. You can multiply 2. 2x is greater than 1. So 2x minus 1 also greater than 0. And you can see 2x plus 1 also greater than 0, right? So therefore, how to define the f of x? F of x equal to So positive means 2x minus 1 plus 2x plus 1 here. So minus 1 plus 1 cancel, it will get 4x. The whole f of x, how to redefine this f of x? So when x is less than minus 1 by 2, minus 4x, right? If x is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2, this is 2, right? So when x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2, it will be 4x. Clear? This is f of x defined one, right? Redefined one, right? Let's check the another case, another function. What is the g of x? G of x given to x minus greatest integer function. It is fractional part function. You already know that this will be fall in 0 to 1, right? The fractional part function. But g is defined from minus 1 to 1, right? You can see g is defined from where to where is given minus 1 to minus 1 to 1, right? So I am checking the interval minus 1 to 1, right? So first redefine the functions, right? G of x. You have to check minus 1 less than x less than 0, but you should not include minus 1. So what we can do, just remove this equal sign, okay? Minus 1 to 0, what is that? X plus 1 is the fractional part functions. How you can check this? Let's take minus 1 by 2 you take. What is the fractional part of minus 1 by 2? Minus 1 by, the fractional part definition is what? X minus greatest integer function. So minus 1 by 2 you take minus 1 by 2 minus greatest integer function of minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. This is your x, right? X. So greatest integer of minus 1 by 2 is what? Minus 1, right? Minus of minus 1. This is your x, right? This is your x. So x minus into minus plus x plus 1, right? Okay. The same way you can define 0 to 1. 0 to 1 will be fractional part function is what? So x, right? Let's check 1 by 2. Fractional part of 1 by 2 you can take. You can take 1 by 2 from 0 to 1. So what is the definition? You can see 1 by 2 minus greatest integer function of 1 by 2. This is your x, right? X minus greatest integer function of 1 by 2 is what? 0.5. It will be 0, right? So therefore x. Understood? This is the redefined functions. Okay, understood. So now the question is how to find out the F composition G, right? So you can see what they're asking. F composition G we need to find out, right? F composition G. Okay, let's do this quickly. So for that I need to take these two functions, right? So I'll remove this one quickly. I'll remove this. This is not required. Okay, fine. So I'll take this quickly. G of x is there. Then f of x is what? We already discussed now. If x is less than minus 1 by 2, right? This is minus 4x. If x is minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, it is 2. If x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2, this will be plus 4x, right? Okay, fine. Now you can find out f composition g of x. F composition g of x means what? F composition g of x. This is f of g of x, right? So just you replace here x by g of x in this function, right? Okay, so replace here, what will get? You can see f composition g of x, how to define? Tell me quickly. Just replace g of x, 4 into g of x. If g of x is less than minus 1 by 2. Next it is 2 if minus 1 by 2 less than g of x less than 1 by 2. And when x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. If x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. Then how to write? So that means you have to replace g of x now. Just replace g of x here. g of x is greater than 1 by 2, this will be 4 into g of x. This is your f composition g of x. Now you have to replace g of x here. So what is the g of x? So you already know that this is g of x, right? This is g of x. Now you have to fix this function first. First I am fixing the first one. Okay, I am replacing g of x. What are the two piece function is there? X plus 1, x you replace here. So first you can see, roughly you can do it, minus 4 into x plus 1 you can do it, first one. I am fixing the first one, right? Don't disturb the say next two, right? Minus 4 into x plus 1, just replace, and x plus 1 is less than minus 1 by 2, and when it is x plus 1 is exist, when x is minus 1 to 0, right? So you can take that also, minus 1 less than x less than 0. So you can check x less than minus 3 by 2, right? You can add minus 1 minus 1 by 2 is what? Minus 3 by 2, right? You can see, is there any intersection is there? Because you can see minus 3 by 2 here, minus 1 here, minus 1 to 0. So then it is less than 1. There is no intersections. Therefore, it is not defined. Understood? This one is not defined. Okay? Because there is no element is common. Okay? We remove this first quickly. This will not exist, right? Okay. Next, you can see second one. You can replace x here. Second piece function is what? X minus 4 into x. If x is less than minus 1 by 2, that case you can see when x is possible, when x is 0 to 1, right? Is possible or not, you can check here. This is minus 1 by 2, this is 0, this is 1, 0 to 1 is less than minus. There is no common element, right? There is no common elements. So this is also not defined. Okay, this case also you have to remove it. Just I am removing this case also, right? Fine. Next, what you can do, let's fix the second functions. Next you fix the second function, right? Second function you can fix it. Then what will get quickly? So 2, there is no problem. Any x value take, the function is a constant, right? So here is f is what? Minus 1 by 2 less than, first function you can fix it, x plus 1 less than 1 by 2, right? Okay, now you can calculate x here, adding minus 1, minus 3 by 2 less than x less than, add minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1 is what? Minus 1 by 2, okay? And x will be fallen minus 1 to 0, minus 1 less than x less than 0. Now check here quickly. What is that? Minus 1 by minus 3 by 2 to minus 1 by 2, right? And next one is what? Minus 1. Let's take here minus 1, right? Minus 1 to 0. Let's take 0, minus 1 to 0 here. So both are open interval, right? Open interval. And minus 3 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 included, right? And minus 1 by 2 is not included, right? Minus 1 by 2 is not included. Yes. Which is common here? You can see the common elements. You can find out quickly. So which is common? You can see minus 1 to minus 1 by 2, right? This is your common. So therefore, x belongs to or you can say minus 1 to, minus 1 is not included, right? Minus 1 to, minus 1 by 2 also not included, right? Let's take this case. Clear? So minus 1 to minus 1 by 2, the function is 2. It is defined. This is f composition g of x, right? This is 2. This is first one you can take. This is defined. So clear, all of you? So next you fix the second function, right? Second function. So I'll take this one next page. Second function is what? 2. So 2, if x is minus 1 by 2 less than x less than 1 by 2, correct? You can see I am replacing x here. Okay, fine. Okay, and when it is x is possible, you can see x is 0 to 1 is only possible, 0 to 1, 0 to 1 you can take. In this case, any common element is there, you can check quickly. This is minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, right? So, okay, fine. Then x is 0, 0 here is 0 is there, 1 here, right? So, if you take this case 0 to 1, 0 is included, 1 is not included, minus 1 by 2 included, plus 1 by 2, it is not included. Okay, which is common here? So, you can see this is your common elements, right? So, what is that? 0 to 1 by 2. So, this is f composition g of x is 2 when x is 0 included less than 1 by 2, right? Okay, this is second one. You can see next case. What is the next case? The third function you can fix it. Third function you can fix it. 4 times g of x, right? 4 times g of x. G of x, if g of x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. This case you have to replace g of x, x plus 1 and x you have to replace. First I am replacing x plus 1. Okay, then what will get? Check quickly. If x plus 1 is greater than 1 by 2 and so x plus 1 when it is defined, you can see when it is defined x plus 1 when x is minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0. Okay, so if you solve this one, x is greater than 1 by 2 minus 1, this will be minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 less than x less than 0. This case any common element is there to check quickly. This is minus 1 by 2 here, this is minus 1 by 2, here is minus 1, right? Minus 1, this is 0, right? Okay, quickly can do it. Minus 1 to 0, minus 1 is included. So, minus 1 is not included, no? So, here you have to remove this, right? Minus 1 to 0, 0 is not included and minus 1 by 2, 0, minus 1 by 2, 0, sorry, minus 1 by 2 to infinity. So, which is common? So, x will be minus 1 by 2 to 0. So, then how to rewrite this? So, therefore, 4 into x plus 1, okay, when x is minus 1 by 2 included to less than 0, clear? Fine. The last one is there, you have to replace g of x here, x, right? So, last one you can see 4 into x, if x is greater than 1 by 2 and x is, when it is x is defined, when x is 0 to 1, right? 0 is included, right? Now, you can check the intersection. So, 0 here, 1, 0 included, open interval, right? So, 1 is not included. Okay, 1 by 2 here, right? 1 by 2. If you take this one quickly, 1 by 2 to infinity, 1 by 2 to infinity 0, which is common. 1 by 2 to 1 is the common, right? Okay, so therefore, x belongs to 1 by 2 is included, 1 by 2 to 1, right? Is correct? Yes. So, this is 4x. So this is 2. So, this is 3, right? This is 3, this is 4, right? You combine all the things, you can see f composition g, you can find out quickly. You can see f composition g of x, if x is, what is that, minus, if x is minus 1 to 1 by 2, minus 1 to minus 1 by 2, you can check here, minus 1 to minus 1 by 2, which function is there? You can see First one you can see minus 1 to minus 1 by 2, it is 2, right? Yes, you can replace here. This is 2. When x is minus 1 by 2 to 0, minus 1 by 2 to 0, which function? Yes, minus 1 by 2 to 0 is 4 into x plus 1, right? 4 into x plus 1. 4 into x plus 1. Yes, good. Then next is x is 0 to 1 by 2. 0 to 1 by 2. 0 to 1 by 2. Which function is there here? 0 to 1 by 2, you can see. Yes, 2. 0 to 1 by 2 will be 2 only, right? Yes, good. Then if you included 1 by 2 to less than 1, you can see the last function is what? 1 by 2 to 1 will be 4x, right? 4x. Good. This is your F composition G of x, students. Okay. So you have to redefine these two functions, and finally we can find out the F composition G of x. Clear? So you have to check the differentiability of F composition G and continuity. So the function is not continuous, not differentiable, right? So how to check this quickly? F composition G. Understood? F composition G, you have to check it at minus 1 or not. Not possible because left limit is there, right limit is not there, right? Understood? So you have to check that these points, right? You can see minus 1 by 2 and 0 and plus 1 by 2. You have to check the continuous, right? So you can see if I take minus 1 by 2, the left limit will be 2. But if you take a right limit, you can see right limit, what is that? First I am checking at x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So left limit, you can see limit x goes to minus 1 by 2. So this is function is 2, right? If I take minus, this is left limit, right? Minus 1 by 2 minus. Limit x goes to minus 1 by 2 plus. If you more than minus 1 by 2, if you take, which function you can take? 4 into x plus 1, right? You can substitute it here. 4 into minus 1 by 2 plus 1. What is the answer? So 4 into half, right? This will be 2. You can see right limit and left limit will be same. Therefore, it's continuous at x equal to minus 1 by 2. You check at 0. 0 you can check at 0. You can see left. 0 plus you can take. 0 plus means it will be 2, right? There is no issue. If a 0 minus you can check. 0 minus means less than 0. So which function you have to take? 4 into x plus 1. If you apply 0, then what will get? 4, right? So definitely left limit and right limits are not same. Therefore, F composition G is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay, let's check one more point. At x is equal to 1 by 2. So limit x goes to at x is equal to 1 by 2. Limit x goes to 1 by 2 plus you can take. 1 by 2 plus means 4x, right? 4 into 1 by 2, it is be 2, right? If I check the right limit, see, no, this is right limit, left limit you can check. 1 by 2 minus, that will be 2. So both limits are same. Therefore, the function is F composition G is continuous at minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, but is not continuous at x equal to 0. Therefore, C here is what? 1 at x is equal to 0, right? You already know that if the function is not continuous, definitely not differentiable. So you can say that the continuous, which point here? Continuous at minus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2 is there, not continuous at 0. So definitely at 0, this is not differentiable, right? Because not continuous at x equal to 0, right? So you have to check the discontinuous we checked actually. We have to check differentiability. How to check the differentiability? You have to differentiate this function, left limit and right limit you have to check. You can differentiate this one, you can see the differentiate 0. If you differentiate this 4x plus 4, this is 4, this will be 0. If you check minus 1 by 2, so left hand derivative is 0, right hand derivative you can see 4, minus 1 by 2 is not differentiable. And if you check at x equal to 0, definitely it is not continuous, not differentiable. But if in case you can see 1 by 2, if right limit, right hand derivative you can see, otherwise you can see left hand derivative it is 0, right hand derivative is what? It's 4, right? So the function is f composition G is not differentiable at how many points? 3 points. So at x is equal to 0, minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. Clear? Therefore, C plus D will be 1 plus 3, it is 4 points is possible. Clear? You have to check the differentiability. How to check it? You have to check minus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2 at 0. 0 already know that it is not continuous because left hand limit and right hand limit is not equal. Therefore, not differentiable. You have to check minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. If you differentiate this function, the left hand derivative and right hand derivative is not same at x equal to minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. Therefore, it is not differentiable those point also. Therefore, the number of not differentiable is 3 and number of not continuous is 1. The total C plus D is 4. I hope everyone understood. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.